Is your mind just a whirlwind? Emails piling up, notifications constantly buzzing, endless tasks swirling around you like scattered leaves, leaving you feeling fragmented, maybe overwhelmed, and pulled in every single direction except the one you truly want to go? What if I told you there's a timeless approach inspired by ancient wisdom to finally calm that inner storm? A way to channel that chaotic mental energy into a focused, powerful current, one that helps you navigate challenges and achieve what really matters to you? In this video, I'll guide you through the way of the clear stream, a method drawing from deep philosophical roots to help you transform that mental clutter into profound clarity and unwavering focus. Ignore this. Well, you might just stay adrift in the noise forever. But stay with me, apply these principles, and you can start reshaping your focus and truly your life, starting today. Meet Alex. Now, Alex is sharp, ambitious, absolutely full of great ideas. Maybe a lot like you. He has clear aspirations, mastering a new skill, maybe advancing his career, deepening important relationships. But when it actually comes time to do the work, something happens. A powerful current just pulls him away. It's not a lack of desire, not at all. Alex consumes podcasts, reads articles, sets intentions. He wants to move forward. Oh, he really does. Yet the moment he faces a challenging task, that internal river starts rushing. Thoughts of easier things, minor distractions, the siren call of a quick scroll. Suddenly, these seem utterly irresistible. Planning to tackle that big project? Suddenly, his mind floods with reasons, excuses really, to do something else, anything else that feels less demanding, just for right now. Alex feels stuck, caught in these rapids of procrastination, drifting further downstream from his goals. He knows what needs doing, he sees the pattern clearly, but breaking free? It feels like swimming against an overwhelming, relentless tide. Sound familiar at all? This isn't just Alex's struggle, it's deeply, fundamentally human. Our minds, they're often wired for comfort, aren't they? Instinctively steering away from perceived difficulty or the scary unknown. Social media, endless browsing, even just busy work. These become safe little eddies, hiding places away from the challenging main current of what truly matters. Alex feels like he's constantly fighting his own mind, and the usual just push harder advice, it feels exhausting, completely unsustainable. He senses, deep down, a need for something more fundamental, something deeper than just fleeting willpower. Ancient wisdom often depicts the untrained mind like this. Maybe not a mischievous monkey, but perhaps a rushing, muddy river. Carrying debris, constantly changing course, incredibly difficult to navigate. As one wise sage put it, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Alex's scattered, resistant thoughts, they are literally shaping his reality of feeling stuck, day after day. Thinkers across traditions, they understood this internal landscape. They developed practices not necessarily to dam the river, not to block it entirely, but to understand its flow, to calm its turbulent waters, and eventually, yes, to navigate it with skill, grace, and purpose. What Alex is bumping up against, it's the mind's natural, predictable tendency to seek ease. The way of the clear stream, it doesn't begin by fighting this current head-on. The first absolutely crucial step is observing the current. It's about recognizing, without judgment, without self-blame, that the mind naturally rushes towards comfort and instinctively shies away from perceived strain. The moment Alex stops blaming himself for this natural pull, everything starts to shift. He can begin to relate to his mind differently. This awareness, it's foundational, it's everything. Before you can ever hope to redirect the river, you must first understand its nature, its force, its often predictable patterns. Alex sees the river now, clearly. He sees the resistance for what it truly is, a natural protective mechanism perhaps, Not some deep personal failing, but awareness. That's just the starting point, isn't it? How does Alex stop being constantly swept away? Well, the next phase of the clear stream teaches how to work with the current, finding strength not in futile opposition, but in skillful, intelligent navigation. Alex finally realizes, that the brute force approach, trying to power through those mental rapids, it just creates more turbulence, more struggle. It's exhausting, and frankly, it rarely works long-term. Seeking a different way, a smarter way, he encounters principles echoed in practices like Aikido, maybe Tai Chi, the profound idea of yielding strength. These disciplines, they teach that true power often comes not from rigid, forceful opposition, but from blending with, yielding to, and then gently redirecting energy. Think of water itself, how it yields, flows effortlessly around obstacles, yet over time, it can carve canyons through solid rock. It doesn't fight the rock head-on, does it? No. It finds the path of least necessary resistance. A core idea resonates deeply with Alex, whispers in his mind. The softest things in the world overcome the hardest things. Wow, this flips his whole perspective. What if tackling hard goals wasn't meant to be about constant, teeth-gritting struggle? What if the resistance he felt was actually amplified by his own pushing against it? The way of the clear stream suggests exactly this. The solution isn't always more force, but often less internal friction. It's about finding a way to move with the necessary effort gracefully, rather than generating all that extra resistance by fighting the process itself internally. Now, this isn't about passivity, not at all. It's not about giving up. Yielding strength is incredibly active, make no mistake, but it's smart action, intelligent action. It's like a skilled sailor using the wind, harnessing it, not battling it directly. See, when we push against the inherent difficulty of a task and simultaneously fight our mind's natural reluctance, we create this exhausting double resistance. But when we accept the task's nature, acknowledge its presence, and then gently, skillfully redirect our mind's energy towards it, the effort feels different, completely different, more aligned, less like an internal war. So Alex starts applying this. When facing a daunting task, maybe a complex report, a difficult conversation he's been avoiding, a challenging workout, instead of tensing up, bracing for a fight, he pauses, just pauses. He acknowledges the challenge, accepts its presence in the stream of his life. Okay, this is here. Then, crucially, he consciously releases the internal fight against doing it. Let's navigate this. He starts the task gently, focusing only on the immediate step, not the overwhelming whole picture. He learns to flow with the effort required, rather than piling layers and layers of mental struggle on top. The tasks, they don't magically become easy, of course not. But the internal battle, it dissolves. He feels lighter, somehow more capable, moving through the challenge instead of constantly crashing against it. This is the second stage. Navigate, don't fight. Release that internal war against effort and discover the surprising power in aligned, graceful movement. Alex is learning to steer within the river now. But to navigate effectively, you need clearer water, right? The next step, it's all about letting the mud settle down. Alex's journey continues. He's navigating the river much better, yes. But the water, it's still often cloudy, murky with racing thoughts, anxieties buzzing around, lingering distractions pulling focus. This leads him to discover various wisdom traditions emphasizing the profound power of intentional quiet, practices specifically designed to create inner space. Think of meditation, perhaps quiet contemplation, or simply dedicated moments of silent observation amidst the day's chaos. At first, like many of us, Alex finds it surprisingly difficult. Just sitting, doing nothing. The mind, so used to constant motion, constant input, it rebels. Thoughts seem louder somehow. Restlessness feels more intense. The urge to just do something, anything, is incredibly strong. But then he recalls teachings. Teachings that compare the mind to a simple glass of muddy water. If you keep shaking it, constant thinking, reacting, doing, scrolling, it just stays murky, doesn't it? But if you let it sit, completely undisturbed, the sediment naturally inevitably settles, revealing clarity, crystal clarity. A Zen proverb captures this beautifully. You cannot see your reflection in running water, only in still water. So, Alex commits to small pockets of stillness each day, not fighting the thoughts that arise, no, but letting them flow by, like clouds in the sky, without getting swept away by them. And gradually, slowly but surely, something begins to shift. The constant mental churn, it starts to quieten. Moments of genuine, peaceful calm emerge, like the mud settling slowly in the glass. His mind starts to clear. And in this newfound inner space, Alex gains perspective, real perspective. Challenges that seemed utterly overwhelming just weeks before now appear more manageable, somehow less threatening. Insights surface quietly, unexpectedly. Decisions become less reactive, more considered, more wise. He begins to realize, that constant doing, that frantic activity, it wasn't strength at all. Often it was just noise. Noise obscuring deeper wisdom, obscuring his true capability. This stillness, it isn't emptiness. Far from it. It's potent potential. It's the fertile ground from which focused, meaningful action can finally grow. Alex finds a quiet confidence building within, a steady inner anchor, right there in the midst of life's swirling currents. This is the third stage, the power of the pause. Regularly, intentionally create moments of stillness. Allow that mental sediment to settle and reveal the profound clarity and inner perspective waiting underneath. Alex has calmed the waters. Beautiful. Now, how does he use that newfound clarity to move forward with real purpose? Alex feels calmer now, clearer, but clarity without action, well, that can stagnate, can't it? This realization leads him to draw inspiration from the image of a focused artisan, perhaps a master potter, his hands steady on the clay, a calligrapher, brush poised with intent, a swordsmith hammering with precision, figures deeply rooted in traditions where intense mindfulness meets precise, skillful action. These artisans, they don't rush, do they? Their calm focus, honed through years of dedicated practice, translates directly, palpably, into the quality and intention of their work. Every movement is deliberate, mindful, utterly efficient. There's this beautiful harmony, a dance, between their inner stillness and their outer expression. Alex realizes his previous scattered approach to tasks, jumping frantically between emails, projects, fleeting ideas, was the absolute opposite of this focused mastery. Meditation and stillness provided the calm, clear water. Now it's time to direct that clear current with conscious intention. The focused artisan, he doesn't multitask frantically. He dedicates his full, undivided attention to the task at hand, whether it's shaping clay perfectly or writing a single elegant line of code. So Alex starts applying this simple yet profound principle. One thing well. Instead of trying to juggle 5 projects simultaneously, feeling stretched thin, he dedicates specific blocks of time to singular focus. When working on that important report, he just works on the report. Notifications silenced, other browser tabs firmly closed. When listening to a friend share something important, he just listens. Fully present, phone away. He learns to consciously channel the clarity gained from inner stillness into deliberate, focused execution, one step at a time. And the results? They're noticeable. The quality of his work improves dramatically. Tasks that used to take hours and hours of fragmented, stressful effort now get done more efficiently and often much more effectively. That familiar feeling of overwhelm? It begins to recede, replaced by a quiet, deep satisfaction. The satisfaction found in focused, mindful accomplishment. This isn't about becoming rigid or robotic. Not at all. It's about being intentional. It's understanding deep down that true productivity, true effectiveness, flows naturally from presence, not from pressure. Action born from a quiet, centered mind is inherently powerful. Action driven by chaos? Well, that's often just wasted energy, isn't it? This is the fourth vital stage, action from stillness. Learn to translate inner clarity into deliberate, focused action on one thing at a time, like a master artisan patiently honing his craft. Alex is now channeling the clear stream purposefully, effectively, but sustainable progress, lasting change, requires one final, crucial understanding. Alex is making real, tangible strides. He's navigating resistance more skillfully, finding moments of genuine clarity, acting with increasing focus. Things are undeniably better. Yet, sometimes, that old impatience creeps back in. Why isn't progress faster? Why aren't those big, audacious goals achieved right now? Doubt flickers again. Am I still doing something wrong? Maybe this isn't working. This familiar struggle leads Alex to the final, perhaps most subtle, layer of wisdom, the wisdom of timing. He begins to consider the image of the deep-rooted oak tree. It doesn't shoot up overnight, does it? No. It grows slowly, steadily, patiently, sinking its roots deep into the earth, weathering storms, adapting through season after season. Its incredible strength lies in its resilience, its quiet alignment with natural cycles, its unhurried yet utterly persistent growth. Rushing the oak, trying to force it, doesn't make it stronger. It actually weakens it. Similarly, Alex realizes, forcing outcomes in his own life, demanding instant results. It only creates anxiety, stress, and ultimately undermines the steady, meaningful progress he is already making. Ancient wisdom gently reminds us, nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished. Alex deeply realizes, that his intense focus on the speed of results was creating a whole new kind of resistance. He was forgetting to trust the process itself. Just like the oak needs its seasons to grow strong, meaningful growth in our lives, it takes time. Setbacks might happen, of course they will. Progress might ebb and flow. That's perfectly natural. It's part of the rhythm. He consciously learns, to embrace the unique pace of his own journey, to celebrate the small wins, the consistent effort day by day, rather than fixating solely on the distant, perhaps overwhelming mountain peak. He practices patience, not as passive, resigned waiting, but as active, engaged trust. Trust in the process, trust in his efforts, trust in the natural, wise unfolding of things, and releasing that tight grip of impatience. It brings a profound, unexpected sense of peace. The journey itself becomes less stressful, far more sustainable, even enjoyable. Like the oak, Alex learns to focus on sinking deep, strong roots through consistent practice, knowing, trusting, that the growth, the blooming, it will come, strong and steady, in its own right, perfect time. This is the final integrating stage. Embrace the season. Practice patience as active trust. Trust the natural timing of your growth and focus on building deep, resilient roots over demanding, rapid, fragile shoots. So, where does the stream flow for you right now, in this moment? Are you caught in those frustrating rapids of resistance? Maybe learning to navigate more skillfully with yielding strength? Are you consciously cultivating that vital inner space? Or perhaps practicing focused, artisan-like action? Or are you learning the deep wisdom of patience, of trusting the season you're in? The way of the clear stream, it isn't about reaching some final destination of perfection. No, it's a path, it's a practice, a way of being, and you don't need to master it all at once. Please don't feel pressured to. Just start where you are, right now. Choose one small step, one principle to focus on this week. Maybe it's simply observing your mind's current, just watching it flow without judgment. Perhaps it's dedicating just 5 precious minutes to intentional stillness each day. Or maybe practicing single tasking on one important job, giving it your full, undivided attention. Your own clear stream, that stream of focus, clarity, and purpose, it is within reach. It truly is. It unfolds not through force, not through struggle, but through awareness, skillful navigation, inner calm, focused action, and ultimately, patient, unwavering trust. If this resonated with you today, if you found even a small piece of clarity or inspiration here, please hit that subscribe button. Let's continue exploring these timeless paths to focus, purpose, and mastering the incredible power of the mind together. Thank you so much for watching.